Hi, we are the Math House Leader of College Matriculasi Johor. So today we are going to attend a program called the Math Symposium. So we are going to discuss about the chapter 9, which is the random variable with a subtopic discrete random variable. So let's introduce myself. My name is Chogong.
My name is George.
My name is Wilson.
And my name is Oshide. Okay, now we have 3 fair coins are tossed, and X represents the number of heads of 10. So here when we toss the coin first time, we can get head or tail. So the probability is 1/2 for head and 1/2 for tail. And for the second time and third time, the probability is all 1/2, 1/2. So from here, first condition we get head, head, head. So 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2, so we get 1/8. And for all condition is same. So if we total it, we can get 1. And to show that it is a discrete random variable, when we add all the x, we can get 1. So here we see that px equal to 0, means that no heads or 10, no heads or 10. So all the tail, so you can see this one tail, so no heads or 10. So it's 1/8. And for x equal to 1 with its 1 head of 10, we can see that this is head, tail, 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 head, tail, and tail, tail, head. So we add 1/8, 1/8, and 1/8, we get 3/8. And for 2 head of 10, we can see this head, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, head. So 1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8, which is 3/8. And lastly, we have 3 head of 10. So this is the first one, head, head, head. So 1/8. We stop at x equal to 3 because we just told 3 fair coins. So we do not have 4. And now we have to add all these x. So px equal to 0 plus px equal to 1 plus px equal to 2 plus px equal to 3. So 1/8 plus 3/8 plus 3/8 plus 1/8. So we get 1/8 and equal to 1. So the sum of px equal to x equal to 1. So this shows that this is the discrete random variable. Okay, now we want to construct a probability distribution table. So this is the form of table. So we have x, which is the number of head of 10. So here we have 0, 1, 2, 3. And the probability. So from here, just now we already calculated that the probability for x equal to 0 is 1/8. For 1 head is 3/8. For 2 head, 3/8. For 3 head, 1/8. So we just copy all this information to this table, and we can complete the table. So this is the probability distribution table. Okay, now we have to sketch the graph for the probability distribution of x. So to sketch the graph, we can get the information from the table we construct just now. And for x equal to 0, the probability is 1/8. So when x equal to 0, probability is 1/8. So we cross here with it has 0 and 1/8. So for x equal to 1, we have the probability of 3/8. So we just do the same step for x equal to 2 and x equal to 3. And after that, we just connect the x to the bottom with is the x axis. And that's all.
So let's move on to the next part, which is cumulative distribution function. And these are the properties you need to know before you attempt the questions. The first one is that probabilities of x equals to a is equals to probabilities of x less than equals to a minus probabilities of x less than equals to a minus 1, which is equals to fa minus 1. For example, to find probabilities of x equals to 3, we can use probabilities of x less than equals to 3 minus probabilities of x less than equals to 2, which is equals to f3 minus f2. The second one is that probabilities of x greater than a is equals to 1 minus probabilities of x less than equals to a, which is equals to 1 minus fa. For example, to find probabilities of x greater than 3, we can use 1 minus probabilities of x less than equals to 3, which is equals to 1 minus f3. The third one is that to find probabilities of x in between a and b include b is equals to probabilities of x less than equals to b minus probabilities of x less than equals to a, which is equals to fb minus fa. For example, to find probabilities of x in between 2 and 4 include 4 is equals to probabilities of x less than equals to 4 minus probabilities of x less than equals to 2, which is equal to f4 minus f2. The fourth one is that to find probabilities of x in between a and b is equals to probabilities of x less than equals to b minus 1 minus probabilities of x less than equals to a, which is equals to fb minus 1 minus fa. For example, to find probabilities of x in between 2 and 4, we can use probabilities of x less than equals to 3 minus probabilities of x less than equals to 2, which is equals to f3 minus f2. The fifth one is that to find probabilities of x in between a and b include a and b is equals to probabilities of x less than equals to b minus probabilities of x less than equals to n minus 1, which is equals to fb minus fa minus 1. For example, to find probabilities of x in between 2 and 4 include 2 and 4 is equals to probabilities of x less than equals to 4 minus probability of x less than equals to 1, which is equals to f4 minus f1. So now let's do one example about this topic. The following is a table of the cumulative distribution function of a discrete random variable x. The first question asks you to find the probabilities of x equals to 3. Through the properties, we know that probabilities of x equals to 3 is actually equals to probabilities of x less than equals to 3 minus probabilities of x less than equals to 2. And we know that probabilities of x less than equals to 3 is actually equals to f3, and same goes to x less than equals to 2. So we can get the value from the table, which is 0.67 minus 0.32. So the answer will be 0.35. The next question asks us to find the probabilities of x greater than 2. So we can use 1 minus probabilities of x less than equals to 2 to find the answer, which is equals to 1 minus f2. So we can get f2 from the table, which is 0.32, and in the end we will get the answer 0.68. The next question asks us to find the probabilities of x in between 2 and 4 include 2 and 4, which is equals to probabilities of x less than equals to 4 minus probabilities of x less than equals to 1, equals to f4 minus f1. We can get the value from the table, which is 0.9 minus 0.2. So the answer will be 0.7. Lastly, the question asks us to find median. Median is where fm is equals to 0.5. We can look for it in the table. So obviously the median will be x equals to 3 because for f2 the limit is until 0.32 only. So we can conclude that median is equals to x equals to 3. And that is all from me. Thank you.
And I'm going to proceed with the next subtopic, which is the expectation. And expectation also we can call it as mean. So let's talk about this question. Expectation s plus 5 equal to 8 and variance s plus 5 equal to 11. So the question that we are going to find is the expectation of x squared. So before we do this question, we need to know the 3 important properties and 6 important properties we need to know, which is the EA equal to A, and the A means the constant, EAX, A can be moved up, so AEX and EAX plus B, and A also can be moved up, B is a constant. So variance is same, so variance constant, okay, equal to 0. So variance AX, A can be moved up, but need to square. So x squared variance x. So variance x plus b also is same, and actually have the constant, but constant equal to 0. So let's talk about this question. So ex expectation x plus 5 equal to x. We can write as the expectation x plus 5 equal to 8. So expectation x equal to 3. So variance is same. We write as variance x plus variance 5 equal to 11. So variance 5 is equal to 0. So 0 equal to 11, variance x. So variance x equal to 11. Okay? So how to find EX squared? We need to know the properties of the variance. So variance is actually the expectation x squared minus the expectation x bracket square. So we are going to substitute this value into this formula. Okay, so variance x equals to ex squared that we are going to find. Okay, so ex squared, okay, minus the bracket ex. Ex is 3. So 3 squared equal to 9. So variance x equal to 11. So 11 ex squared minus 9. So sum up will be 20 equal to exponent x squared. So let's move to the next questions. So the expectation x squared equal to 29. The variance 3x equals to 36. And find the possible value of expectation x. So we are going to expand the variance x, variance 3x first. So the 3 can be moved up, so it will become the 9. Okay, so 9 variance x equal to 36. So variance x equal to 4. Okay, so we know that the properties of the variance, which is equal to this formula, expectation x squared minus bracket expectation x squared. So we are going to sub in this value to find the expectation x. Okay, so variance x equal to 4, so we sub in 4. And expectation of x squared is given is 29. So minus the e bracket ex squared. So 4 minus 29 will equal to negative 25. So negative expectation x squared. So minus and minus can be cancelled. So expectation x will be plus minus 5.
Okay, so let us do a question with the properties that we learned before. And this is the question, and x presents a discrete random variable, and we need to find the p. So we can use the properties that the sum of the probability equal to 1. So we need to sum up all of this and get 1. So 0.1 plus 0.25 equal to 1. So we get 3p equal to 0.45. So p equal to 0.15. And this is for A. And let's do the B. We want the F5 is cumulative. So we can do a table for the F. And this we just copy it down. And for the second one, we just need to add this and this, so we will get this. So this is the 0.35, and after this, do the same thing. So 0.55, and the p is 0.15. So we just write 0.3 and 0.15, and this is 0.85 and 1. So to find the f5, so we will get this is 0.55. And the C, we need to find the variance y. If y equal to 2x plus 1, so variance y equal to 2x plus 1. So we substitute 2x plus 1 and use the properties before. This is 2 squared variance x, and this plus or minus we just denote it. So this is 4 variance. So we need to find the 4 variance, and to find the variance, we also need to find the ex and also the ex squared. So let's find the ex. The ex equal to sum of x times the probability. So we need to this times this plus 2 times 0.25 and so on. So this is 0, 1. And then we will get 5.7, and we do appendix ex squared, which is sum of the x squared times the probability. is 0. Let it, so we will get the 46.8. And now we can use ES and ES squared to find the variant x. The variant x equal to E x squared minus E x bracket squared. So is 46.8 minus 5.7 squared. And we will get 1431. And we can use the variant x to find the variant y. So variant y equal to 4 variant x. So 4 times 14.31. So we will get 57.24. And done.